Welcome back. In the first part, we talked about how your bones are alive and respond to weight-bearing exercise and daily movement. Now, we're going to cover two more critical pieces of bone health: strength training and balance. These aren't optional extras. They're essential for keeping your bones strong and preventing the falls that lead to fractures. Let me explain why these matter so much and exactly how to do them safely and effectively. Strength training deserves special attention because it's one of the most effective ways to build bone density. And yet, many people over 50, especially women, avoid it. They think it's dangerous or only for young people, or they'll hurt themselves. This is completely wrong. Strength training is not optional after 50. It's essential, absolutely essential for bone health. When you lift a weight or use a resistance band, your muscles contract and pull hard on the bones where they attach. This pulling force is a powerful signal to your bones to build more tissue at those exact spots. Studies show that the areas where muscles attach to bones are the areas where bone density increases the most with strength training. For example, if you do bicep curls, the bone density in your upper arm where the bicep attaches increases. If you do squats, the bone density in your hips and spine increases. This is targeted bone building. You don't need to join a gym or buy expensive equipment. Resistance bands cost about $10 to $20 and provide excellent resistance. Light dumbbells, maybe 5 to 10 pounds to start, are inexpensive and versatile. Even your own body weight can provide enough resistance for many exercises. Focus on exercises that work the major muscle groups, especially the ones that support your most fracture-prone bones. Squats or chair sits work your legs and hips, loading your hip bones and spine. Push-ups against a wall or counter work your chest and arms, loading your wrist, arm, and shoulder bones. Rows with a resistance band work your back, loading your spine. Overhead presses with light weights work your shoulders, loading your upper spine and shoulder bones. Planks or bridges work your core, loading your spine. Start with very light resistance and focus on good form. Poor form can cause injury, so if you're new to strength training, consider working with a physical therapist or certified trainer for a few sessions to learn proper technique. Do 8 to 15 repetitions of each exercise. If you can't do 8, the weight is too heavy. If you can easily do 20 or more, the weight is too light. Rest for a minute, then repeat for 2 to 3 sets. The most important principle is progressive overload, which means gradually increasing the challenge over time. Once an exercise feels easy for 15 repetitions, you can increase the resistance slightly or add an extra set. Your bones need to be challenged to adapt and grow stronger. If you do the same easy workout for months with no progression, your bones won't get the signal to improve. Just like with weight-bearing exercise, the key to sticking with strength training long-term is starting gradually. Don't try to do a full-body strength routine 3 times per week right from the start if you've never done strength training before. Research shows that people who start too aggressively are far more likely to quit. A study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise tracked exercise adherence over 2 years. They found that people who started with just 1 strength training session per week for the first month, then increased to 2 sessions in month 2, had 68% adherence at 2 years. People who started immediately with 3 sessions per week had only 29% adherence at 2 years. The gradual starters were more than twice as likely to still be training 2 years later. So here's how to start if you're new to strength training. Week 1 through 4. Do just 1 20-minute strength session per week. Pick 3 or 4 exercises that work different muscle groups. Do 2 sets of each, and that's it. This gives your body time to adapt without overwhelming you. Week 5 through 8. Increase to 2 sessions per week. Same exercises, same sets, just more frequently. Week 9 and beyond. If you feel good, add a 3rd session per week, or increase to 3 sets per exercise and vary the exercises. Build gradually and listen to your body. Here's a sobering fact that changes how you should think about bone health. Most fractures in people over 50 don't happen because their bones are weak alone. They happen because people fall, and weak bones break easily. So preventing falls is just as important as building bone density, maybe even more important. You could have moderately low bone density, but never fall and never break a bone. Or you could have decent bone density, but fall frequently and break bones. The combination of bone density and fall risk determines your fracture risk. Your balance naturally declines with age because the sensory systems that control balance, like your inner ear, your vision, and the nerves in your feet that sense the ground, all become less sensitive. Your reaction time slows down, so you can't catch yourself as quickly when you start to fall. Your muscles, especially in your ankles and hips, become weaker if you don't use them, making it harder to recover when you lose balance. Research in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that 1 in 3 people over age 65 falls at least once per year, and half of people over 80 fall annually. Of those who fall, about 10% suffer a serious injury, like a fracture or head trauma. But here's the good news. Balance can be improved at any age with practice. Your nervous system is plastic, meaning it can adapt and improve even in your 70s and 80s if you train it. Simple balance exercises done regularly can dramatically reduce fall risk. The beauty of balance training is that it doesn't require equipment or special space, and you can integrate it into your daily routine. Try standing on one foot for 30 seconds while holding onto a counter for support. Once that becomes easy, progress to doing it without holding on. Walk heel to toe in a straight line, like you're walking on a tightrope. Stand up from a chair without using your hands, which requires leg strength and balance. Practice standing on one foot while brushing your teeth or washing dishes, just 30 seconds on each foot. These small daily practices train your balance system and, throughout your day, add up to significant balance training without requiring dedicated workout time. Research in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked people over 65 who did just 10 minutes of balance exercises daily. After 6 months, they had 38% fewer falls compared to a control group who did no balance training. 10 minutes per day, spread throughout the day in small chunks, reduced falls by more than 1/3. That's remarkable and shows you don't need hours of training. Tai Chi is particularly effective for balance. Multiple studies have shown that people who practice Tai Chi have 40 to 50% fewer falls compared to those who don't. The slow, controlled movements with constant weight shifts from one leg to the other train balance, coordination, and leg strength all at once. Tai Chi also improves body awareness, so you're more conscious of your center of gravity and how your body moves through space. Many community centers and senior centers offer Tai Chi classes specifically for older adults. If you're interested in Tai Chi, but there are no classes near you, there are many online videos and apps that teach Tai Chi for beginners. Start with just 10 or 15 minutes, 2 or 3 times per week. As with everything else, build gradually. Balance training is critical, but so is making your environment safer. Many falls happen at home, in situations that could have been prevented with simple modifications. Remove trip hazards. Loose rugs are a major culprit. Remove them or secure them with non-slip backing. Electrical cords across walkways should be taped down or rerouted. Clutter on floors, like shoes, magazines, or pet toys, should be cleared. Make sure stairways have sturdy handrails on both sides. Improve lighting, especially in hallways and bathrooms you use at night. Consider motion sensor nightlights that turn on automatically. Wear shoes with non-slip soles even inside the house, and avoid walking in socks on slippery floors like tile or hardwood. In the bathroom, which is where many falls occur, install grab bars near the toilet and in the shower. Use a non-slip mat in the bathtub or shower. Consider a shower chair if you feel unsteady standing while showering. These simple modifications can prevent falls that lead to life-changing fractures. Now you have all the pieces: weight-bearing exercise, strength training, and balance training. The question is how to put them together without burning out. Remember what we discussed about gradual progression and how research shows that people who start slowly have much better long-term adherence. Here's a realistic timeline for building a complete bone health program. Month 1. Add weight-bearing exercise like walking 3 times per week for 15 to 20 minutes, plus daily balance practice during toothbrushing and other routine activities. That's it. Month 2. Continue the walking and balance and add 1 strength training session per week. Month 3. Increase to 2 strength training sessions per week. Month 4. If you feel good, add a 3rd day of weight-bearing exercise and consider adding Tai Chi once per week. Month 5 and 6. Fine-tune your routine, increase intensity gradually, and build consistency. After 6 months of this gradual approach, you'll have a comprehensive bone health program. And because you built gradually, you're far more likely to maintain it long-term compared to jumping in too aggressively. Let me summarize the critical points from this second part. Strength training is essential, not optional, for building bone density after 50. Do it 2 to 3 times per week with moderate resistance for 8 to 15 repetitions, and progressively increase the challenge. Start with 1 session per week and build gradually to avoid burnout. Balance training prevents falls, and preventing falls prevents fractures. Do simple balance exercises daily. Integrate balance challenges into routine activities, and consider Tai Chi, which has been proven to reduce falls by 40 to 50%. Make your home safer by removing trip hazards, improving lighting, and installing grab bars in bathrooms. Build your complete program gradually over several months, adding 1 element at a time, because research clearly shows gradual starters have much better long-term adherence than aggressive starters. Your bones respond to how you treat them. In Part 1, we covered weight-bearing exercise and daily movement. In this part, we've covered strength training and balance. Together, these 4 elements, weight-bearing exercise, strength training, balance training, and staying active throughout the day, give your bones everything they need to stay strong and give you the skills to prevent the falls that cause fractures. You have more power over your bone health through exercise and movement than you might think. The question is, will you use that power?